Childhood is not a race to see how quickly a child can read, write, and count. It's a small window of time to learn and develop at the pace that is right for each unique child. We worry about what a child will become tomorrow, yet we forget that they are someone today. Stasha Tauscher. Now pause for a moment and think about this. If your child's calendar looks busier than yours, if every hour of their day is filled with lessons, practice, tutoring, activities, and screen-based learning, then I want you to listen closely, because what looks like good parenting might actually be silently stealing your child's joy, creativity, and emotional well-being. Welcome to today's video, the hidden danger of raising an overscheduled child. By the end of this video, you'll discover how overscheduling affects your child's brain, emotions, and development, and most importantly, how to raise a well-rounded, joyful, and purpose-driven child without burning them out before they grow up. Part 1. The culture of busyness in childhood. We live in a world that glorifies busyness. From a very young age, children are programmed to do more, achieve more, and move faster. Parents, often with the best intentions, fill their child's schedule with academics, sports, music, dance, coding, and language classes, believing this gives them a head start. But here's the truth, backed by neuroscience and developmental psychology. A busy child is not necessarily a thriving child. According to research from the American Academy of Pediatrics, children today have 50% less free playtime than kids did just 2 decades ago, and rates of childhood anxiety and burnout have doubled in the same period. When we rob children of unstructured time, we rob them of the space where imagination, emotional regulation, and problem-solving naturally develop. Part 2. The science behind it. Let's break it down scientifically. Your child's brain, particularly the prefrontal cortex, is still developing. That's the region responsible for executive function. Things like focus, planning, creativity, emotional control, and decision-making. When the brain is constantly overstimulated by structured tasks, schedules, and performance pressure, it doesn't get enough downtime to process, integrate, and grow. A study from the University of Colorado found that children who had more free, unstructured time performed better in self-directed tasks. That means the more freedom they have to explore and play on their own terms, the better they become at managing themselves later in life. So when we overschedule, we're not raising high performers, we're raising children who depend on external structure and validation to feel worthy. Part 3. Emotional consequences, the burnout trap. Overscheduled children often look successful from the outside. Good grades, multiple talents, busy calendars, but internally, many are exhausted, anxious, and disconnected from their own emotions. Child psychologists now refer to this as childhood performance pressure syndrome. Here's what it looks like. Constant worry about disappointing parents, difficulty sleeping or relaxing, emotional meltdowns over small issues, loss of motivation because life feels like one long to-do list. When a child doesn't get time to just be, they forget who they are outside of achievement, and that's a dangerous foundation for adulthood. Part 4. What children actually need to thrive. Let's reset our lens. Children don't just need activities, they need balance. They need time to dream, to wonder, to get bored, and to create from that boredom. Because here's a beautiful truth. Boredom is the birthplace of creativity. Neuroscientists say that when the brain is in a state of rest, what we call the default mode network, it's actually processing deep thoughts, building empathy, and generating new ideas. So when your child says, "I'm bored," don't rush to fix it. That's their brain asking for space to grow. Part 5. Practical, proven tips for parents. So, how do we restore balance? Here are 5 research-backed strategies every parent can start using today. 1. Create white space in the schedule. Keep at least 1 or 2 days a week completely free from structured activities. Let your child choose how to use that time: reading, drawing, playing outside, or simply relaxing. 2. Protect sleep and downtime. Children need between 9–11 hours of sleep for healthy brain development. No skill, sport, or academic lesson is worth sacrificing that. 3. Reintroduce play, real play. Unstructured play with no adult direction boosts emotional intelligence and problem-solving far more than worksheets ever will. 4. Prioritize connection over performance. When your child shares an accomplishment, celebrate the effort, not just the outcome. Say things like, "I love how much you enjoyed that," instead of, "You're the best." It shifts focus from perfection to growth. 5. Model balance yourself. Children mirror what they see. If they see you constantly busy, restless, and overwhelmed, they'll believe that's the standard for love and success. Show them that rest is not laziness, it's wisdom. Part 6, a frame for parents. Parents, remember this. You're not in a race to raise the busiest child. You're raising a human being who needs time to find themselves. The most successful adults are not those who did the most activities as kids. They are the ones who learned to listen to their own thoughts, manage their emotions, and follow their curiosity. Your child doesn't need a packed schedule. They need presence. They need peace. They need you. So before you sign up for that next after-school activity, pause and ask yourself, is this for my child's growth or my fear of them falling behind? Because the truth is, the world doesn't need another overscheduled child. It needs calm, confident, emotionally balanced young people who know how to create meaning in a noisy world. Give your child the gift of space. That's where the magic happens.